everyone, welcome back to my channel. As most of you guys know, I am with child. Currently, we are at 30 weeks. So obviously, a fun thing to do during this time is gather some onesies and decorate them. I thought it would be fun to try a form of tie-dyeing using tea because I have a lot of it. Obviously, I like regular tie-dye with, the bright colors and everything, but for the purpose of today's video, I wanted to try something a little more subtle, especially with this type of tie-dyeing. It will give it more of like a vintagey kind of look, which is something I really like. The materials that I'll be using to attempt to make this happen are a onesie, obviously, some tea, 2 pots, some vinegar, and some salt. So let's get started. So to start with, I have filled this pot up about halfway with water. Didn't measure anything. I know there are some recipes out there that have actual measurements and whatnot. I don't have time for that. So the purpose of this pot is going to be to set the fabric, to prep it and get it ready for the dye or the tea that will help it to soak in and stay longer. So we have some water in our pot. I'm gonna get some vinegar, very strong smelling vinegar. Like I said, I'm not measuring anything. There are recipes out there that have measurements, but we're just gonna try this out, eyeballing it and such. And the salt, that might be too much salt. I don't know. So I'm gonna throw this on the stove and let the salt kind of disintegrate and melt in and get this nice and ready for our fabric. This bigger pot, I have also filled up about halfway. We're gonna turn this on high as well. And now we're gonna dump in our tea. I'm going to rip the string off of all of these and put them in. I don't want the paper to get all kind of, in the way. So. All right, so this pot is definitely ready and boiling. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. And we are going to throw in our onesie. And I'm gonna let that sit for about 30 minutes. This pot is definitely ready. So I'm gonna turn this off. And we're gonna let this sit for 30 minutes. By the time these guys are done, we will be ready to dye. All right, it's been 30 minutes, right? Right. So we are going to dump this out. Now for the tea bags, they're still a little warm, but that's okay. I'm going to fish out all the bags. So all we have is the dye, so to speak. Now is the fun part. We get to use rubber bands and make our tie-dye pattern.